the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever want to be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word, but that was when I ruled the world. That was when I ruled the world.
From that is what we come for. Beautiful linear mill. As Danny Fairbrass would say, wicked pucker. Wicked and pucker and excellent. Let's see what he goes. Look at the other side of him. Steady on, baby. There we go. Fish number 9. That one weighed. Fish number 10.
It's number 10.
It's one of the smallest ones.
Look at the mouth, look.
Let's see what it weighs. About £10.
He jumped!
£13 and 6 ounces. £13.6.
Go back in the water. Oh, look, it goes back in the water. Oh, I thought you just was going to eat it.
Number 11. About 12, 13 pound. £14. Right, I'm going to take a break from the fishing for a minute and show you the rigs I'm using. Right, they both caught roughly the same amount of fish. So, look at this rig here. I've got about 24 inches of Gardner lead core, which is spliced at that end to form a tiny loop to tie your main line in, and then a ring swivel just on the end of that, so if my line breaks that will easily pop out and that lead will clear off, the fish won't be tethered. It's a 2.5 ounce inline. I think that's a colder one, that pair. And in the business end, as you can see, I've got my ring swivel there. I've got about 10 inches of supernatural, which I like using, and then a bit of tungsten putty there, just to really for when the fish picks the bait up, it helps it the hook drop into the bottom lip, and that's a size 8 wide gape hook. Now this rig, I didn't bother putting any shrink tubing around the eye just to see if it made any difference, and to be honest with you, I've caught the same amount of fish, but what I have got, if you look up the just where the bend starts, I've got a tiny bit of silicone tubing which traps the hair, which keeps the boilie and the hair just at the start of the curve of the hook there. And I think what happens is that when that gets picked up by a fish, you can see there that the tungsten makes the eye heavy, so it drops into the bottom lip, and then it gets the resistance from the lead, and wham, you're in. And the second one, very, very similar. She's slightly longer bit of lead core, this one, just to see if it made any difference, and it doesn't. Caught roughly the same amount of fish on it. Again, an inline pair. It's a 2 ounce one, and just on this one, rather than the ring swivel, just a size 8 swivel. Again, supernatural. Here's the old tungsten putty, and you can see there that I've got quite a big bit of shrink tube on there to really make that gape as big as possible. So rather the gape being from the eye of the hook there to the point, it's now nearly twice the size, because the gape is now from that shrink tubing to the point. 15mm boilie with a boilie stop, quite a short hair, and again on that rig I've got a bit of shrink ordinary silicone tubing there that just traps that hair where the bend of the hook starts. So again, the mechanics of that, fish picks it up, the tungsten makes the eye heavy, drops down into the bottom lip, and if you look on the palm test, if I can do the old palm test, if I'm a fish, and I'll just drop that, if I'm a fish, I'll just put that in my palm, and I start pulling against that lead. There you are, the hook's turned, caught hold, and that's what's happening when you get a bite. So both working really well. One slightly different than the other, a bit more complicated with a shrink tube, but both rigs have caught me about six carp each. I haven't missed any runs, and every one I've hooked come into the net. So there's the rigs I'm using today.